Be me. Have a memory from 5 years old of your father outside a car in the middle of the night calling your mom saying, "If you don't come and pick him up, I'll leave him here." Be molested at 6 years by a faggot. Suicidal at 8 years, abused, beaten, malnourished, uneducated by parents, through my whole life. Talk to a girl through a game, King of Thieves at 16, while being unable to go to high school for being 55 miles away from it, plus not affording public transport, forced to work clean malls, $200 most, 16 hours 2 days with 2 days off. Eventually shit gets worse, and she assists some of it. Get helped out of that place, finish high school. Become wage cuck, not being able to have any interaction besides phone calls each day from her. Not been able to save any money with this life, then stock market crash on 12 March 2020 I find out and start to learn about it. Best friend from high school joins me and becomes roommate. Just got salary, put all of it in $600 and made $100 in a week. Become obsessed with stock market. As I never knew this existed. Got so sick of being abused by bosses and customers at the call center I worked that it got me some heart problems. Get loan to use for stock market. At this point I was good and had $3K after spending $1K in a day, the most expensive mistake so far, on a PC. Get $6.2K and make $2K in a week. Bosses became unbearable, just quit. November 14. January comes, I make about $3K through me on a day, $17K total, so YOLO. January 28, buy button stops, whole portfolio blows, minus $10K I hold. Me becomes the best investment in the market, but I feel incredibly sad as I can't enjoy anything else. Go through emotional problems, a narcissistic relationship with a girl from that place of work, staying with the roommate, becomes a toxic loop. 1 year for me and I want to leave, but no money to move or be able to get a job that allows you a lunch break. Keep waiting for me to moon and try to move to her in a different country, can't help but feel suicidal again. What now? Be me. 18, balding, 5.6 feet midget, muscular without working out at all. Having a great socializing skills and not be afraid to speak with strangers. Start a relationship with solid 8/10 girl from group of close friends. Be with her for 1.6 year. Loving every ounce of her. Having sweetest breakup with promises such as not to forget about each other, stay in touch, etc. Oft promises are not kept, especially not by her. 3 to 4 months later she is with completely different guy. Very tall, even more muscular, gorgeous hair, gym rat. Self-esteem drops day by day. Start having sleep disorder. Completely forget how to talk. Start sweating when being approached. Hearing how girls like 5.9 to 6.5 feet guys with long hair. Self-esteem drops below zero. Feel depression and anxiety for the first time in my life. Afraid to talk to girls I have a crush on. For the first time in my whole life considering suicide, thankfully got over. Having major problems at university. All my homies are doing good. I am young, yet I feel the worst pain I have ever experienced, and unfortunately I have many years to live. Day by day I forget how to remain a human being. Who or what made me be like this? My ex? No. Myself? Maybe. But I don't want to stay like this. Help. Be me. 21. Slightly starting to get bored and talking to people nowadays because they aren't reciprocating friendship with me. Close group of friends starting to fall due to a recent falling out 2 people can't stop talking about. Don't care. Finished unit 2 weeks ago. I do have friends, but I consider myself constantly in solitude. I have ambitions and passions I wish to pursue but lack any motivation. Used to be able to get girls easily, nowadays I am bored by the more I friends in the more they friends in me. Uni people were really fake to me. Uni is all bullshit and full of entitled people who don't care about being a decent human being. My parents have a bad work hard every day. Mindset that pisses me off. I can't speak one of my native languages, Spanish, and that makes me insecure as hell. I feel the best connections with South Americans because I am a Latino who only knows English. Brazilians and Portuguese call me a disgrace because of this. I want to try and travel abroad with my close friend group, but some have girlfriends and want to spend time with them. The TLDR of this post is that I am lonely. I am not living the life I want to and friends are becoming distant. What can I do? Be me. 21, literal femcel. Literal BC of vaginismus. Used to be a shut-in shy girl, but became pretty outgoing because I always wanted to be a fun person and have many friends. Never worked out, almost everyone I've met seemed to not like me or even try to get to know me. Almost never been catcalled or asked out, even though there is nothing wrong with my looks. People in public, store workers etc. treat me like I'm invisible, mostly not being very nice despite me being really polite to them. I could sense they treat me a lot more bland than other people, almost being rude to me for no reason. Feel like I have specific aura that makes me weird and alienated from others. Even have some people just say unnecessarily cruel stuff to my face for literally no reason and lacking empathy towards me like I'm not a real person. I even started to get mental breakdowns because of how weirdly mistreated I get sometimes. Fast forward to now, I decide to overcome my fear and miraculously lose virginity. Thanks to my amazing BF. Sudden shift. Go to the mall, most people seem to actually look me in the face, try to make small talk with me. People treat me more polite and are a little more open and talkative with me. Was I an social outcast because people could actually feel that I was a virgin? I don't actually feel much different myself, didn't get any more confidence because I worked on mine a lot to not come off as insecure loner, even though I still did. I feel like I became someone more as a woman in the eyes of other people now that I became sexual. I've always been, but obviously not to the extent I really wanted it to be. It's really crazy, as if it was possible, that not being a virgin anymore made me somehow subconsciously more appealing. It's been only few days and I hope that it will stay that way because I finally start to feel and get treated like an actual person, not just a weird shadow standing in the corner. It's still pretty messed up, though, to think about. I feel so fucking disgusted. Be me. Footfag. GF is okay with it even though we never really did anything with it since we just recently got together. This fateful day. We're both getting comfy together while watching some random BS. She starts taking off her socks, never really had the chance to see her feet, so I'm pretty excited. RN. A shitnigger.jpg, the worst feet I've ever seen, and trust me, I've appreciated some really obscure feet shapes back in the days. It looked like one of those SpongeBob close-ups, you know what I mean. Fucking hairy toes and scars and bunions. Not dirty, she's a really clean person, but they were just awful. She starts putting them on my face. The horniness kinda compensated my disgust, but damn. During the whole thing I had to pretend as if I liked it and even kissed them. Never again. Never again. What are some soft ways to tell her that I don't want to have to do anything sexual with her feet ever again? Be me. College student. Had some friends on high school. Everyone went to different colleges, different cities. Now I've no one but my best friend. Life was kinda lonely for losing some friend. Was always depressed for not studying. Took some time to move on. Got betrayed by that best friend for some new friend of him. Always tried to stay home and watch movies or series. Watched on social media that everyone is hanging out with their friend. Never thought that being friendless would be feel like this. Always listened some Radiohead shit for avoiding socialization. Now my life is miserable and all I want is to scream. Should I scream? Be me. 1 year ago. Break up with GF. We weren't working out, didn't hurt to lose her. Wasn't happy with her. Anon is not a very good kisser. Be me now. Have new GF. Only been like a month. Don't know where it's going, but she makes me feel great. Brought me back from borderline depression by just being there for me. MFW. Be me. Be considered 7/10. Start dating a 4/10. Get bullied for giving the ugly kid a chance. Make BF less insecure. BF gains more weight and gets more acne. Get bullied even more since Hess now 3/10. Get fitter and get bigger boobs. Makes sure BF is happy and makes him more confident. Ex-BF breaks up with me because I'm out of his league. What, when, how? Be me. Complete computer games nerd, but sporty and athletic. Parents forced me. Have crush on girl who has jerk BF who gets drunk AF at a festival. Decide to escort her home. She totally fucked up, tries to kiss me, blow me. Refuse and call her fader to pick her up. Fast forward several years of regret. Uniball, I take jokingly a friendly girl to dance. She totally falls for me, who is of course absolutely oblivious. She even pulls at my shirt and arm when I try to leave. I do not want to take advantage, just leave her there and go home. Am I a chat or a virgin looser?